Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Holly and you're watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney. This is the last trade. First up, coming to the local bourses performance today, the ASX 200 closed sharply lower, dropping 166 points or 2.27% and setting a new 50-day low. The index has lost 2.95% over the last 5 days, but has gained 5.16% over the last 52 weeks. Then on the sectoral front, all 11 sectors ended lower. The session's top sector, consumer staples, was lower by 0.93%, continuing its 1.27% decline over the last 5 days. The best performer today was Ramelius Resources, up 2.5%. And next was Boral and Gold Road, up 2.2 and 1.3 respectively. Then Silverlake Resources and Northern Star were also among the top gainers today. But in the red zone of the ASX 200, Paladin Energy was the top laggard, down a whopping 10%. Other stocks that fell include Imugene, Lynas Rare Earths, Zipco and Sandfire Resources. Well, one stock making headlines, the shares of Whitehaven Coal dropped by over 6% today after the company downgraded its production guidance for the full year by 5% because of the coronavirus and the La Nina climate event. The managed run of the mine coal production for the financial year 2022 is now 19 to 20.5 million tonnes, down from 20 to 21.5 million. Then on a similar note, Oliver's Real Food insinuated that the 21 to 22 trading continues to be heavily affected by COVID and sales are patchy at best. The board aims to restore trading of its shares on the ASX, but is pushing back against the requirement to raise 1.5 million for working capital, which may not be achievable in the current environment. And in other news, aviation company PTB Group continues to experience strong trading conditions in the USA and the Asia-Pacific regions. The company declared preliminary results with a strong first half performance, with revenue up 44% to 55.6 million and pre-tax profit climbing 56% to 6.9 million, I should say. Full results for the first half of 2022 will be declared in February next month. And then today, PTB stock traded up by nearly 4%. In other news, global software company Nuix has also presented its preliminary estimates in relation to results for the half year ending December 31. The company has seen a continuation of the trend of revenue growth from existing customers, while revenue from new customers is lower than the prior corresponding period. The company experienced materially higher costs in the first half rather than the prior corresponding period as well, and they continue to reinvest in sustainable revenue generation, including building sales and distribution capabilities, as well as increasing levels of investment in the product development pipeline. And with that said, before we move on to other trending updates, it's time for a short break. Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
where the property market is headed next,
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
with Kalkine TV. Hello and welcome back to the last trade here on Kalkine TV. Now for a look at the global market performance. First up, Asian shares and US futures both fell today after the American stocks took a knock overnight, upset over worries at the Federal Reserve's tightening and weaker than likely economic and earnings data. The MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside of Japan plummeted 0.8%, while Japan's Nikkei fell 1.66%. Then oil prices fell as well sharply, and they were on track for their first weekly loss of the year. US stock indexes gave up an early session rebound and turned negative in the final hour of trading overnight. But among the biggest losers was Peloton, the bike company. Its shares fell over 25% on a report that it's temporarily halting production of bikes and treadmills, and the latest sign that a star of the pandemic has lost its shine. Then on the employment front, first-time jobless claims in the US unexpectedly rose by 55,000 last week to 286,000, according to US Labor Department. And then in the world of crypto, the bleeding continued today, with the global market cap of the space tanking more than 5% and slipping to 1.87 trillion US dollars. This was due to constant selling. Plus, the total crypto market volume dropped 11% to just over 66 billion US dollars. But Bitcoin once again breached below the 40,000 US dollar mark, and Ethereum as well slipped below 3,000. Hit by investors' weakening sentiments. And then aside from crypto, in other news, Russia has proposed banning the use and mining of cryptocurrencies on Russian territory. The pain of altcoins intensified following the news, which tanked together. Russia's central bank has cited threats to financial stability and citizens' well-being, as well as its monetary policy sovereignty. So crypto investors and enthusiasts alike will have to wait and see how this plays out amid the era of tightening regulations. Well, that's a wrap for now on The Last Trade, but tune in next time only on Kalkine TV. This is Holly Shields signing off.